Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Today it's just me in here, but I have a dear friend joining us. So, welcome to the Ecom Power podcast, the Walmart podcast. So, today we actually have a great topic increasing visibility on Walmart. Today, we're going to find out what ways work best to increase visibility on Walmart. How can you compete with your competition on Walmart, and Walmart features that you should take advantage of. So before we start, let's take a quick note from our sponsors.
Are you struggling with your Walmart marketplace business? Do you need help from a skilled and reliable virtual assistant? Well, look no further than Virtual Assistant Academy or VAA Philippines. VAA specializes in locating, screening, training, and supporting high quality Walmart VAs in the Philippines. Their VAs receive extensive Walmart training and ongoing professional development and are committed to long term working relationships with you. Partner with VAA and experience the peace of mind knowing that you have a dedicated Walmart trained VA who's up to date with the latest tools and trends in the dynamic Walmart marketplace. Head over to VAAphilippines.com and let VAA match you with your ideal VA today.
All right, so today we're discussing increasing visibility on Walmart, and our guest has been a successful e-commerce seller since 2016. She started with Amazon and then quickly moved into Shopify and Walmart as a brand evangelist. I don't know if I can say it right, for the Walmart.com tools at Helium 10. She has a wealth knowledge and expertise on Walmart. Welcome, Carrie Miller.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me on here.
Good to see you again. How are you
Nice.
today?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, thanks.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Carrie, I have so many questions for you. I don't even know where to start, but hopefully we can cover a lot because you're full with knowledge, and I'm always learning something new from you. So, why Walmart is a marketplace that sellers should consider to be on?
There's a lot of different reasons, but I think especially right now, the competition is a lot lower. There's fewer sellers on Walmart. So there's a lot of opportunity to really get ahead of the game. I know a lot of people always say they wish they could be like on Amazon, 2014, 2013, where you could literally list something and start making sales. Walmart is kind of in a similar spot. There's less competition. So you're going to have a lot more visibility. You're going to have a lower cost per click for your advertising. So it's a really great opportunity. Also, not only that, Walmart is the biggest retailer in the entire world. So one thing that is really cool is if you do well on the online marketplace, then you have potential to go and present to the buyers to potentially get your products into the Walmart stores, which is an incredible opportunity as well to get in retail stores across the country. So there's definitely a lot of perks to starting to sell on Walmart, but just expanding your reach for customers and also just diversifying yourself to make sure that all of your eggs aren't just in one basket. Maybe if you're only selling on Etsy or only selling on Amazon or only selling on eBay, this helps to expand your offering and then just kind of make sure that you diversify your offerings and make sure that you aren't just reliant on one platform.
Yeah, you gave a really good point about if you are a brand and you're thinking to expand to the stores, this is where you start. So every year there is open call. By the way, guys, I think it's ending in August, right? They need to apply by the end of August, right?
Yeah,
To get
yeah.
open. So the open call. So I got some information from some insiders that a lot of there's like thousands of thousands. We're talking about like 20, 30, 40K brands are applying every
Oh,
year for
wow.
open call. From that, a lot of numbers. There's maybe around 2,000 companies that actually go through the process. And you know what happened to most of them? What the buyer is telling them? We're not going to put you in the store right now. We want you to start on .com.
Yeah.
So even if you did been chosen to participate in getting the opportunity to sell on Walmart, a lot of those brands actually will go and start on .com. So if you want to save yourself and be even prepare better for next year to open core, start on .com, because the buyers right now see exactly your sales and everything, and that's gonna give you. And then you go directly to the store. Not they're not gonna send you to .com. So from that big number, only something like 20% will actually end up in the stores. So the one they chosen. So great tip. And so, Carrie, let's talk about who's a good fit for Walmart. So, what sellers, brands is Walmart is actually looking for, and even what categories you think are a really good fit for a
Yeah.
seller and brands that considering Walmart.
No, I think the first one, it's most obvious, is grocery. That's a very big category. So if you do sell food items, that's a really good opportunity to get onto Walmart. And then also just home decor items are really big. I really think that's a good opportunity. Even clothing, I've been seeing a lot of promotions for apparel. There's some actually cute stuff going into Walmart, especially on the Walmart marketplace. So I think that's a really good opportunity. Electronics. A lot of just household items and things that people can reorder that's a really good way, to think about it. If you're really, really niche and kind of like a small niche, it's going to be kind of a slower build, I think, because I think most people are going to Walmart for necessities, for home decor, for things like that. But I mean, you can still, find some success there, but I think it'll just be a little bit slower. So just kind of expect that that might be the situation. Like, for example, I remember looking at snowboard wax, and that was just very kind of a very niche thing, and not as explosive on Walmart. So, but most things like household apparel, electronics, things that you can repurchase over and over again, those are great for Walmart.
All right, great. So let's talk a little bit about advertising. So what does Walmart advertising platform work for third party seller, and what type of ad formats are available?
So
So
yeah, there's a few different things that you can do. Mostly, I like to do the sponsored search and grid ads. Those are kind of just like the sponsored product ads on Amazon. You can get all the way to the top of the search. You can get some sponsored brand ads in there. I do know that they're doing some beta testing for video ads, which is pretty exciting. So hopefully those will come soon. In terms of, yeah, those are kind of the main ones. You can see them search and grid. You can see buy box placements. You can see carousel placements. Also, there's some homepage placements as well. So I think for each different brand, you should test out which one would be better. I've found that mostly the search and grid is the best for me. I've seen a lot more results with that. So yeah, those are some of the advertising opportunities there.
Yeah. Can you share your strategies for advertisement, and also let's talk a little bit about budgeting, like how to be budgeting your ads so you
Yeah.
don't end up like spending thousands of dollars and no sales.
Yeah. So, my strategy, actually, I use Helium 10 to find exact keywords. So I use Cerebro and Magnet, and I look for keywords that are very, very relevant and that have some search volume. I even actually will still target if it's a very relevant keyword, even if it's like, 20 search volume a month or something, because I still am getting sales on those keywords I've been finding. And I find that the exact match is the most profitable. I see a better return. I started to try out some phrase and broad, and I ended up losing quite a bit of money that month. I actually lost money for the first time, just kind of broadening that. And also, auto campaigns. Auto campaigns, I don't think are very helpful because there's a lot of loss that I've personally experienced in terms of monetary. So if you want to be really specific and focus and make some money right off the bat, you can use Helium 10 keyword tools and find those exact match keywords that are really relevant to your product and focus on those, and then just keep doing keyword research. Keep focusing on finding those keywords that are actually getting some search volume on Walmart, and focusing on those in your advertising. Otherwise, I just don't think that some of the auto campaigns are there yet, nor the phrase and broad match. I feel as though they're still some work that needs to be done in those. So my advice, and this is not everyone, maybe some people have had good luck with auto campaigns and some phrase and broad match. I find the exact match campaigns have been the best for me. I've made money. I've been profitable. And it's, it is a little bit of time to set it up, but I think once you set it up, you can just let it keep running. So, oh, and
Yeah.
I forgot about budgets, because you asked that too. Budgets, you can set budget limits for the days, and you can actually set an overall budget for your whole campaign. I usually like to do the daily budgets. If you wanted to experiment with those kind of broad and phrase or auto campaigns, just set your budget lower just to see and test it out. And so you don't lose a ton of money. But there's different things. If you use a tool like, we have Atomic for Walmart. We also have PackView as our other sister company. You can actually set rules that you can increase the budget if you're doing, well with certain keywords. So there's different budget rules that you can actually set up so that you can continually be profitable and not miss out on sales while not, wasting your budget.
Yeah, that's correct. I think a lot of people, they sometimes they expect um, good result fast, and
Mm-hmm.
it does take work. It does take time to optimize the campaigns. Let's talk a little bit about optimization. I think also another part is very important for people to remember, that a lot of people, they go and they start running ads before they even start even optimizing their listing. Like, how important is to optimize your listing, and what are the best practice to create a really good optimized listing?
Yeah. I know you and I have talked a lot about this. Don't copy and paste. A lot of people just are like, oh, I'm just going to take my listing from Amazon and just copy and paste it in there. And Walmart doesn't like that. They'll actually kind of suppress your listing. You'll get a bad listing quality score that way. So all you need to do, you can take the same copy and just reorganize it in the listing. Okay. So, you have 80 characters for each bullet point, but you can do, 3 to 10 different bullet points. So you can kind of spread it out. Make sure you put those main selling points at the top so that you can kind of go in and just really show the main value points, the best values in the top, and then kind of as they decrease. And then in the description, you could take some of that extra info that maybe you would have put in the bullets and kind of reorganize it into a paragraph form in the description there. In terms of your title, I would recommend that you also kind of take a look at Google, because they're actually using your title for Google optimization and also Bing. So your products will show up in Google Shopping and also on Bing for the shopping. So if you have some keywords that you know that are good for Google too, and then also for Walmart, you should put that keyword phrase in the title, and then also make sure not to keyword stuff the title, because if you do that, again, you won't show up in those search engines. It's going to be really hard. But the best way to do all of this is to look at your listing quality score. Walmart sets all the guidelines, and then you can recheck by going to your listing quality score. Did you do the title, bullets, description correctly? And also, did you, add in all the attributes that they want? So, color, size, all the different dimensions, just everything that you can about the product that will help Walmart to show this product to the right customers. Now, I think one of the biggest things for optimization is product type. And sometimes when you list your product, you choose a category and then they put you into a product type automatically. Your product type will show on the listing quality score page. If you're not in the right product type, you're not going to show up for any of the keywords. Okay. So, and even some product types, they might not be the best one because they don't encompass as many keywords as you would want to be able to show up for. So you can A/B test the product type and just test out, okay, am I going to be more visible for these keywords if I change this product type? And you look at what your competitors' categories are and kind of just decide that way, and write in a ticket to support and ask them to put you into a better product type so that you can have more visibility for all of those keywords. So I think those are some really good optimization in terms of the written copy, but also images. I really think that you need to sell the customer in your images, because you have ads literally right below. And then right under the buy box, there's all these ads that are on your actual listing page. And so you're going to want to be able to sell your customer right on there. And in addition to that, if you're on the search page, you can actually click and do like a quick view of different products, and it'll only show your images. So sometimes you can literally sell your product within just those images, and they'll add to cart without even going to your listing page. So that's something to consider as well, as those images are probably the most important. Make sure you're telling your brand story or the product story. What is it going to do for the customer? You can do infographics. There's a lot of great things that you can do in that section. So those are some things I would recommend to do in regards to listing optimization.
Yeah, those was two great tips that people not aware. They don't know what is product type. So product type is the back end. So when you look at your listing, you can see what categories, what subcategory, but you don't see the product type. But you can go and see it from growth opportunity, from your listing score. And this is, I cannot explain how important it is because I have so many clients, and I had this conversation with a client yesterday that we were reviewing his account, that he say he's searching for his product and he cannot find it. And I hear this story again and again, and it's always and I know right away the answer. It's your product type. You're on the wrong product type. And so, for example, his example, he was selling reading glasses and his product type was sunglasses. So easy fix. First of all, it's an easy fix. And once you fix it, like magic, you're just gonna show up, right? So it is so important. So really, really great tip about the product type. So let's talk a little bit about reviews. So why reviews are so important and how we can actually leverage customer reviews to get better rating and ranking with our product listing.
I've always loved using reviews to really get information about what's good about the product and what's not, or you can even see if there's something that's not clear about the product in the listing based on a review. So if somebody's like, I didn't know it was this size, or I didn't know that it was this texture, or whatever it is, then you can go in and optimize your listing and say what the actual, thing is that they thought it was, and maybe they was kind of like they kind of assumed something different. You can write into your listing more specifically so that that people, when they convert, they're gonna give you good reviews and return the products less. I find that is probably the best opportunity to really get the insights of the customer. Now, another thing you can do is look at your competitors' reviews. What are they doing wrong? Are they, not informing of certain details that a customer needs that you can inform on? Are there specific things that their product is lacking that you actually can capitalize on and make sure to write? And that is a selling point in your listing. So there's a lot of different ways you can use reviews. And it's one of my favorite things to do, in just, to make sure that I have all the information that I need to, to make sure to give the customer good information so that when they convert, they literally give you a 5-star review and they don't return.
So can you give some tips how sellers can get more reviews?
Yes. There's actually, some great ways to do it. When you first list your product, there's something called a review accelerator program. And so if you have 5 or less reviews, you can join this program, and it basically is going to ask your customers for reviews. So on Amazon, there's like a Vine program, and those are pretty much people that are just reviewing. These are actual customers that are looking for your product and buy your product. So you have to have sales in order to do this. So, once you start getting sales, you can start utilizing this program. And what it is, it costs $10, and each of these customers gets paid $3 for their review. So they do get an incentivized review. But then you get some verified purchaser reviews on your listing to start off with. And then I would like, after you get those kind of verified, you can do something called review syndication, where you can actually import your reviews from your Shopify site. You can basically download them and upload them to your Walmart listing so that you can have even more reviews, which is a really, handy thing to have, because the more reviews, the better. So those are some great ways. Those are the best ways in my opinion. There is something called Bazaar Voice, but I've heard feedback that it's very expensive and not really worth it. So these are very inexpensive ways to get those initial reviews, because the review accelerator is only $10 per review. So that's going to be a total of 50 per listing if you even if you even have that opportunity. Some people might review you without the incentive. And then, the review syndication is free. So who knows how long it'll be free for. So take advantage of it while you can.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I like about Walmart. There's so many things they do for seller that Amazon charge tons of money, and they
Yes.
do it for free. And yeah, like you say, it's not going to be free forever. So this is the time for all the sellers to come on Walmart, to set up yourself, to do everything you can to come to, to rank, to be in the first page, because once you're there, it's going to be kind of hard to move you if you keep the good work, like, your listing, your images, your reviews, you have sales, your item is a quality item, people liking it. So, yeah, great tips, great tips. One more thing that I want to mention, that I get this question all the time. I'm like, I see it everywhere. when people hear about the syndication, everybody start thinking, oh, we're gonna take our reviews from Amazon, put them in Shopify, and move it. What do you want to say about that? People are doing that.
I would suggest using your Shopify reviews. You don't have to have a ton in order to, get some good traction. So I don't necessarily recommend, importing your reviews. I know that is something that people do, but if you do see the word Amazon in those, or if they see Amazon in your, Excel file that you upload, they're gonna reject all of your reviews. So it's something to be careful about. And I think it's best to just use your Shopify reviews. And if you don't have Shopify reviews, then maybe start trying to collect those. Um, and yeah, that's my suggestion.
Yeah. So, what are some creative marketing strategies that third-party seller can use to differentiate themselves and attract more customers on Walmart?
Well, some things that I think a lot of people have been ignoring is, I think, first of all, is rich media. Um, there are some modules, and rich media is, by the way, it's like A+ content on Amazon. So there are two modules that are actually free that you can do by going into support, and you can go to items and inventory, and then go to rich media, and then you can either choose video or 360 review, and you can actually upload a video or a 360 view of a product. And but there's other modules that are really helpful that really can kind of expand on your brand and your product. And those are paid modules that you can, I know that you actually, Michal, you do the, what is it called, the hosting for those. So you have to pay to get those hosted. So if you do need help with that, you can, contact her in order uh, to be able to, get those done. But I would say that something I tried recently to send Google ads to Walmart to see if that would help, because I know on Amazon, if you send Google traffic, you do get a boost in your ranking. But what I saw, I have our keyword tracker in Helium 10. I was tracking keywords that I was targeting in Google Ads and sending them to Walmart, and it was so bizarre. The rank would go from 300 to like 5 to 305 to 4, and it was just bouncing up and down, bouncing up and down, bouncing up and down, and it never really stabilized. And so I don't really think that that is a good option or tactic for kind of getting people to your listing off of, um, or anyways, for ranking anyways. I mean, you could potentially just, send people there, but there isn't really a benefit there. But another way I think to kind of be more creative is, I've been noticing on social media a lot of influencers that are doing Walmart, kind of Walmart advertising. And they have a new Walmart creator program where the Walmart creators literally have their own Walmart store, just like they do on Amazon. And they get commissions based on the different categories. It's different commissions for each category. So they are actually promoting Walmart products now in their reels. And so you could actually look, search hashtags like Walmart partner or Walmart influencer, and you can find people in your category that are, already promoting Walmart, and they're, an influencer for Walmart, and you can actually contact them and see if they'll be willing to, promote your product. You could potentially send the product to them and they can promote that. And I think that's a really good opportunity right now, because people are trying to, especially influencers, they want to expand their reach, and they're looking for other platforms to do affiliate marketing for. And so a lot of the Amazon influencers are also doing Walmart influencing now. So I think that's a really great way to get people to your actual listings right now.
Yeah, I love that. So I think influencers for Walmart, there's a lot and great ones. I'm following a lot of them on Instagram just to see what they're doing, and they're doing amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them are focusing on home design and clothing. And the clothing, it's amazing. They come, they show all this cute outfit. It's like, and they send people to Walmart.com, and there is really nice stuff. So,
Yep.
and it's like big influencers. They have like, more than million followers. So I think that, and even to find micro influencers that starting in Walmart, I don't think they're gonna be expensive because it's not Amazon. Amazon is probably more expensive. So
Yeah.
that's a really great strategy. So we know there's so many things going on right now. Let's talk about new stuff. What's coming to Walmart that people don't really know about?
Yeah, this is a good one. Video ads are in beta right now, which is very exciting. I've been trying to search for them. Not many people are have access to them. But then also brand stores. So I have seen some beta brand stores. So just like on Amazon, how you can create your brand store, you're going to be able to create a brand store on Walmart, which is super exciting. And I know, Michal, you said that uh, you have seen that there's beta coupons. So I don't know if you want to talk more about that, but I think those are some more exciting kind of up and coming things for Walmart right now.
I can talk about it. I guess I can because I noticed that. So there is coupon code that different from the promo code that you actually can give your customer coupon code for like 10% off, 20, and so on with the code. So actually I had a conversation with Walmart this week. So I'm like, can you tell me a little bit? So they say there's only 50 sellers that are on beta on that program. But you know how it goes. Usually it will roll out in a couple of months. So it's so exciting that brand stores are coming, video ads are coming, coupon code. Walmart is giving you all the tools to actually grow your brand. And I'm actually, because of the agency, I do have like a lot of calls with Walmart lately, and they're it's so exciting the things they're doing. Another secret that I can try share. This is something they do for you if you're like really big account, but I think you can do it yourself. There's a lot of like website deals that people go and search for, like deals, right? Like silk deals, and you can actually contact those website yourself and create a deal. And especially when it's on Walmart, it's going to be easier for you because it's not just your website, but those websites, they're there to make money. So if you have something good, go and check it out, because I think that can be an amazing way to get traffic. I think there is a lot of sellers that will take that extra step, and I think in Walmart is like a very tiny percentage. So that's what I'm really trying to say is like do all those extra steps because your competition is not doing that, and you can really win on Walmart. So let's take a quick break for a quick note from our sponsors.
Wallysmarter.com is a cutting edge software tool designed to help online sellers make more money on Walmart.com. Featuring advanced keyword and product research tools, Wallysmarter identifies high demand, low competition niches for you to capitalize on. With more accurate Walmart sales estimates provided by its easy to use Chrome extension, Wallysmarter takes all the guesswork out of selling on Walmart. Be empowered to make more informed decisions and grow your business like never before. Try Wallysmarter today with no credit card required. Did I say no credit card required? Anyways, use your coupon code POWER30 and get 30% off Wallysmarter today for life.
All right. So I feel like we're not in Q4, but I just feel it like everybody's kind of getting ready Q4. It's funny, like all the stores are packed with Halloween stuff. It's like
I know.
3 months before. It's like they started 3 months before, and people even saying if you go to Sam's Club, there's Christmas stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, people actually were complaining why there's Christmas stuff so early in Sam's Club, right? So talking about Q4, what are things that seller should do in way on really maximize Q4, building strategies, building traffic, anything you think that you think sellers should do, and they should start probably soon, right?
Yeah, I would say to take a look at some kind of gift gift type keywords, and I know right now they're going to be lower searched right now, but I think that if you start ranking for those, then right now, then you'll be able to see the benefits in November and December, like things like, for example, gifts for goths is like one that we look at for our coffin shelf. There's a bunch of different keywords, like, and I would even take a look at maybe some Amazon keywords that you've had in the past that are gifting type keywords, and see if those would work on Walmart as well. But you can look on Cerebro and Magnet for Walmart, and you can find some really good gift keywords, things that look that would be relevant for your product for the holidays. And I think the more you start to optimize for those right now, the better you're gonna see some good results. I would also recommend maybe looking at some of those influencers and deal sites to really send some traffic to your listings, and get some more conversions there. And yeah, just doing whatever you can, that kind of similar things that you do on Amazon. If you have access to coupons, if those do come out, I would suggest doing those even before the holidays, because it can actually increase your conversion, which will help to increase your rank even before the holidays. So it'll give you even more exposure for your main keywords. So yeah, I think those are some of the main things that I would do for Walmart. Also, inventory. Make sure you have enough inventory, because I know I ran out of inventory last Christmas. So really good idea to have that inventory.
Yeah, it's a good problem, but it's a problem when you
Yeah.
don't have inventory, and if your product is start selling because of its ranking high, or you're running ads, you can sell out really fast. I know a lot of sellers have this option to do flash deals, and I heard about someone that told me that they were sold out in one day. It's
Wow.
crazy, right? Yeah, they had like 400 units of something.
Wow.
But those things are working, because when you go to Walmart, they're doing the same thing. They're trying to kind of take the customer attention in different places on the website, and attract him to the deals. And when he goes there, and a lot of customers goes there, I think Walmart saying there's between 10 to 15 million visitors watching the flash deals every week.
Wow.
So that's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot of traffic. So um, let's talk a little bit about the tools that you guys have, because I'm curious to know what's new, and what tools are really really helpful. So if you can share a little bit about, just give us a little bit insight.
Yeah.
Of course, we're
So
talking
we
about
have
Helium.
we have some our newest tool is Adtomic for Walmart, so you can actually manage your ads on Walmart through Adtomic. And I know, Walmart Connect is a little bit clunky and it's hard to see what you're targeting. So it's actually, a more simplified way to set up your ads and manage your ads is through Adtomic for Walmart. So that's really a good one to, start off with. But I also still believe that Cerebro and Magnet are the best tools for keyword research on Walmart. I use them all the time, doing reverse product ID searches to find all the keywords that my competitors are indexing for, and finding those exact keywords to put in my PPC campaigns, make sure they're written in my listing. So I think those are the best. We also have X-Ray for Walmart, we have Profits for Walmart, and we have Keyword Tracker. So our keyword tracker tracks the rank, so you can track your rank, you can track your competitor rank, and you can also boost it so you can see your rank every hour on the hour. If you are trying to see if some of the deals that you're doing are helping to boost your rank, you can monitor it that way for specific keywords. So yeah, Helium 10 has some great tools, and we are going to have some more coming soon. So definitely stay tuned for more Walmart updates. But yeah, I'd say the most recent biggest update is Adtomic for Walmart.
Yes, so it's the first time I'm hearing about Atomic. So is Atomic is available for everybody that have the Walmart tools, or is it extra? How does it work?
It's an extra cost. So yeah, it's just kind of an add-on tool right now.
It's an add-on tools,
Yeah.
and then you just help you to manage your ads from a different platform, just
Yeah.
more. And what features does it have that can help
Um,
you with your campaigns?
it can help you with, setting rules for your budgets and things like that that you can't necessarily set up on Walmart, where you can, increase your bid, or increase your budget if if you need to. If you're not getting enough impressions, it'll automatically increase your bid for you. There's a lot of automations that are available that are not available through the Walmart Connect platform that are really helpful, so you don't have to literally go in there and do everything manually. So I think the bid optimization rules, the budget optimization rules, those are really the most helpful.
Yeah. So if there's new sellers that come into Walmart, and a lot of them come in and I see a lot of the question is like, what should I sell? So if somebody come to you and tell you, what should I sell? What do we do? What would be your tips for that?
It, I would say, if you're already selling, I would suggest starting with your most successful product that you have on your Amazon store, because you're going to see more results with that. I would go and take that and put all of your effort into optimizing. You can do like the top, 5 maybe products that you have, optimize them, use all the guidelines, do the rich media, do everything that you can to optimize those. And then I would start from there, and then, and then kind of expand outward. So that's my recommendation. You can also kind of search around walmart.com and see if there's any opportunities, just like you would on Amazon. You can use X-Ray to kind of pull and see what other products are doing. So I would say mostly though, take your products that you're already selling, you already have some inventory, optimize them to the best of your ability, send in some inventory to WFS, and then go from there and start expanding out that way.
And another thing that I see people struggling all the time, especially brands, is how they can protect themselves on Walmart.
Mhm. Yeah. So there is a brand registry portal. So you definitely want to register. You need to have a trademark in order to do that. So you definitely want to register there. Another thing is, I know this was kind of like a controversial topic years ago in Amazon, where people were buying secondhand UPC codes, and they were just like, "Oh yeah, I can buy this, random UPC code," because no one wanted to invest in the 1,000 GS1 barcodes. But what's happened is, and I've seen this a lot, is sellers will go and they've been using that UPC code on Amazon, but when they go to list it on Walmart, it's under a different product because their brand doesn't own that UPC code. So I really find that it's if you want to have control over your own listings and you want to have control over those UPC codes, you need to go and invest in GS1 barcodes, make sure they're under your brand, and so that you don't have this issue. It'll help you, because if you don't own the UPC code, again, you can't even get control back over the content if somebody else lists the product under that UPC code, because your brand doesn't own that UPC code. You have to prove that you own the UPC code. So that is a really, really important thing. So I know some of you maybe out there kind of bought those secondhand ones. So maybe just consider investing in some, you know, UPC codes that you own so that you can have control over your brand on Walmart.
So that's the second question I get a lot of people are complaining is that a lot of brands are coming to Walmart and then somebody already listed their product. So
Mhm.
there is a lot of sellers that are doing drop shipping kind of model, and they just taking hundreds of thousands of items from Amazon and then they create listing on Walmart, and then the brand is coming now to Walmart
Yep.
and they want to optimize their listing, but they cannot really do anything. So, what will be like the steps to get control back on their listing?
Yeah, you need to make sure that you are registered in the brand portal. That's first. And then also make sure that you own your UPC codes and you can prove that you own them. And you're going to want to create a case and submit all of that information through Seller Center, and make sure that you have kind of all the information that's necessary. Say, I own this and I need to get content rights to this listing so that you can have the rights over that listing. It's very difficult if you don't own the UPC code. So I will preface that. So make sure that you own the UPC codes so that you can get that get that control over it. I think it is an issue. Maybe if somebody creates a different UPC code with your product, I think that'll help with the brand registry portal more so to get them taken down potentially if they don't have permission from you. I think they're still working on really ironing out a lot of the details for that. But I think those are the best ways to do it, and just keep going, writing into support, keep writing into support until you get the help that you need. And yeah, that's what I would suggest.
Yeah. So I don't know if we have any question, but we're probably going to take them in a couple of minutes. If you guys want to ask anything about Walmart, as you can see, Carrie is full with knowledge. She knows so much, and it's just great to hear all this, great advice from you. So I think my last question is going to be about launching, how to launch your products on Walmart the best way, and what strategies you should take.
I've talked to, I had a podcast with some sellers from Venezuela, actually with our Winning with Walmart Wednesday last month. And it was really interesting because they had a really cool strategy where they have a 90-day strategy, and their whole goal is to get the pro seller badge by 90 days. And so they do everything that they can to optimize their listing. They follow all the guidelines, they do the rich media, they do everything possible, and they're doing advertising, and they start all of that, like, they hit the ground running. And their goal again is to get the pro seller badge. So you have to have at least, I think it's now 250 orders in the last 90 days, because they've kind of upped it a little bit more. So I think that is a really good goal, because once you get the pro seller badge, you can actually see an increase in sales, because people sort and purchase more from pro sellers, because they feel like it's, you're going to get better quality and they're more reliable. So getting that pro seller badge, I think, is a really great strategy. So just, having a list of taking the listing, optimizing it for Walmart, doing all that keyword research, making sure that your images are literally the best images for conversion, that somebody would literally look at those images and want to buy your product if they were to kind of do a quick look at your product. Add video on there, add rich media. Something else that they did, and this doesn't work for everyone because it didn't work for me, but I even have the pro seller badge and I've been selling quite a bit, is I wrote into Walmart and said, hey, I know you have flash pics available for some sellers. I don't have that available for myself. Can I have access to flash pics? And they actually did that, and they were able to get flash pics. I think they're selling more like 100 plus units a day with their strategies. So that's, kind of the level probably that they want for flash pics. But if you can, do that, I would recommend, and you don't see flash pics in the back end, just write in to see if you can do some deals. They said not to do discounts if you're wanting to do flash picks, because you have to do a lesser price for flash picks. So if that's kind of part of your strategy, don't discount until you get the flash picks. If you're not eligible and Walmart won't budge, maybe you write in a few times to ask for about flash picks, then just go ahead and do the reduced tag on there. You can do that. But I would say that is probably the best way to do it. Making sure that you're using PPC. I know so many people, they literally launch on Walmart and they're like, I'm not getting any sales. And I'm like, well, did you optimize your listing for Walmart? No. Do you have a video on there? No. Are you using PPC? No. You would never ever do that. If you launch a product on Amazon, you would never ever say, oh, I'm not going to utilize PPC. Why would I? I'm not going to optimize my listing for Amazon. Like, you would never do that, because you would just never show up. So if you put in the effort, you definitely will see those results. So I think that's a great launch strategy, is optimize your listing, get those reviews, use the review accelerator program and review syndication, get your products into WFS, and make it your goal to get that pro seller badge within 90 days. And I think that you'll have great results.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's kind of good strategy. Again, the hardest part is to do get the first 250 orders in the first 90 days, but I think it's still possible. And I love that you talked about the flash pics, because most sellers don't have that. They don't even know what it is. They don't know it's an option. But that's why we're talking about all these things in here, because this is the extra steps you need to take. And to launch. Like you say, people we spend like literally 50K to just launch something on Amazon, but when they come to Walmart, they have a hard time to invest because they're not sure the investment will get back. And it may be yes, maybe not. It really depends on your product. But sellers, they do have the flash picks, and it doesn't mean that if you have the flash pick, you submit a new product, you're actually going to get picked. It doesn't mean that you're going to be there. It's mean that there's criteria. So you have to sell at least 100 units every week to be eligible for the flash pick, and you have to discount, and that price you discount that have to be the lowest price. You need to be even lowest than Amazon, and this is where here there is a big struggle for a lot of brands, because once they going to take the price lower than Amazon, then Amazon will take them from the buy box. So there is a lot of strategy. It's just sitting and strategizing. So actually, with brands that I'm working with, one of our strategies is it's kind of the same item, but it seems like we're creating product that are exclusive to Walmart, and then it's a different UPC, and then you have all the freedom in the world to take advantage of all these flash picks and campaign and all the extra stuff. But if you feel like you in a category that you're doing very well, do what Carrie said and send those open cases and ask for flash pick and campaigns. Those two gonna show up on under your growth opportunity, and it's amazing. It's just amazing the things that can do for you, and the best part is absolutely free.
Yes.
So why not take advantage of that? Oh my gosh, so much good information. I hope you guys take notes. And let's see, Kelsey, do we have any questions?
Yes, we have about 4 questions coming in, so I'm going to read the first one off. The first one is, sorry, Carrie, it's completely covering you, but I'll remove it. My question for later, there's someone that is selling my Amazon product inside Walmart. They removed my badge on each of the images of patent pending, copied all my images. How can I take them down? They're drop shipping my product, and I placed an order, and they just keep canceling my order.
My recommendation is to, make sure that you have the brand portal registration, and then, submit a complaint to them, so that you can get them taken down, especially if you're patent pending, and you have a trademark and you own the UPC codes. You should be able to get some, help with that. I know another thing that you could do is go and copyright all of your images. I forgot exactly how to do this, but you can get your images copyrighted and your copy copyrighted, so that you can say, I have a copyright for these images and this person is violating my copyright, and you can send that in to support and they can make them take those images down. And so I think that is a really good thing to do, even for just Amazon as well, or any of your e-commerce platforms, because this happens so much. So those are my recommendations for that.
Yeah, exactly. I see it all the time, that a lot of sellers will do that. So there's two ways to that. The first way is that they're actually going to use your UPC and your brand name and everything. And then here you need to get control on your listing, and you need to start selling on your listing. And hopefully they will, the price will be high. You cannot remove them from your listing. But if they did the exact same thing and they use a different UPC, in that case, if you have the brand portal and you open a claim, you know what Walmart is going to do? He's going to immediately delete that listing. So you don't need to worry about it ever again, because they are interfering your copyright. So this is why it was important for me that we talked about the brand portal, because this is what it's for, to protect you. Great, Kelsey.
Okay, the next question. Can Walmart detect external traffic? Is there a brand referral bonus like Amazon?
I did mention this one before. I did send outside traffic using Google Ads, and like I said, the rank was like bouncing up and down, but it didn't ever stabilize. I think they can detect it, but they're not necessarily rewarding it. So I don't think it's beneficial to you to send outside traffic right now. However, unless it's like influencers or, things like that, you really want to just kind of increase your conversion that way. But in terms of like sending Google ads, it's not going to increase your rank. I don't believe. There also is not any attribution right now. I think I heard that they might be working on it. So I think, maybe in the next year or so, they should have something like that. I'm hoping. But uh, right now there isn't anything like that. So there really isn't much of a benefit for sending, Google traffic or things like that. But you could do deal sites, just like Michal was saying, like deal sites are a great idea to kind of get that momentum going. But for the most part, PPC, optimizing your listing and doing PPC has been really effective for most sellers that I've talked to. Even the sellers I talked to, that they're doing over 100 units a day. They're basically they're doing the basics.
All right.
Okay.
We lost him.
It looks like we lost Kelsey. So,
Yeah.
Kelsey, here, he's coming back.
I'm back.
Thanks.
Accidentally removed myself. So just going back into the deals sites, we have a question. What was the website called that Michal was referring to, where we can check out deals or maybe sign up for deals?
So that was Silk Deals, but I think there's a lot. I personally know, and when you just Google deals, right, that's again one of the first website that will come up. But I'm sure there's probably even more. And like Carrie said, find those influencers that are part of the Walmart creator. I think that's like another great way because they usually have a lot of followers.
Okay, and our last question: what do you use as a BSR to measure product success?
Walmart doesn't provide the BSR, so that's really hard. You're just looking at revenue, I think, is the best way to do it. But I'm not sure if they're going to come out with any info with BSR at some point. I'm hoping that they do, because Amazon does provide that. So I don't know if you've heard anything else on the call. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah. This I love this question because this is something I'm messing with for a while, because I am trying to figure out different ways to rank products, and just knowing the BSR it can be so helpful. But I was just trying to think, how can I create my own formula? So I don't know, maybe you what you would do, for example, if you thinking on how kind of calculate. It's not going to be accurate, but what would you look at?
Which for BSR?
Yeah, like if you have, you see a listing and you're thinking of, how can I kind of guess what can be the BSR? Is there like something you would see there to like create your own formula?
I do know that on certain keywords that it'll show you like 100 plus sold today. So that is kind of one metric, but in terms of calculating it ourselves, it's they don't provide that information, so it's very difficult to just kind of guess, other than just using revenues through X-ray and things like that. But other than that, I do know that Helium 10 is working with on trying to figure out ways to calculate this. So when I do have updates on that, I'll come back and share them with you.
All right, you working on it. It's a good news. I love that. So thank you guys. Thank you, Kelsey. And thank you, everybody. And thank you, Carrie, so much for coming here again. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
We will see you next Thursday on our live Q&A. And August 31st, we will have another podcast you guys don't want to miss. So thank you, everyone, and have a good day.
Bye, everyone.